So, good evening. This evening we will make tomato paste, tomato sauce, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you how we do it our ways. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications. Leave a comment, like or a thumbs down will also help. Until next time. So these we've harvested from our garden. Washed them, washed my hands. So when you go through your tomatoes, you see there might be ones that is too big. Not water in Filipino. You just cut them down to size. Not gonna bother too much with the cutting block. So after you've cleaned them, you prepared, everything is ready, you prepared your spices. So what we will use in here, we have 1 tablespoon of thyme, oregano, salt, parsley, black pepper, and then because we like the flavor, we do 2 tablespoons of onion powder and 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Later on we will use olive oil to make it nice and saucy. So what we'll do now is we'll introduce the powders. So first what you can do is you can mix this up. The hands are gonna get dirty, so don't worry about that too much now. That's just a quick mix, and then it smells actually really nice. Put this powder on our little tomato collection, and then we do the oil with all this powder, and you should be pouring a lot of it on it. Just pour it and see how long it takes. Yeah, that's about enough. This is just time based. So, and then we mix this all up. Yeah, mix it in there. Okay. You can use your stomach if you have. Keep the stuff in position. Yeah. Get all that herbs nicely into all the tomato. Everything is nice coated now, and then we're going to transfer this into a pan that we will then oven roast the tomatoes for a little bit in the oven. Okay, then through the magic of editing, we have our oven pan thing in here that we're going to use, and we're going to transfer all the tomatoes in here now. This is just the size that we have. You might have a bigger oven. This is just what we have. This is what we use. We've used it a lot in the past, and we'll continue to do so in the future. Pack it in nicely over there. There we go. Nice. This, I suspect, will make 4 or 5 nice blocks, which I will show you shortly once we've prepared already. Ooh, it's a little bit full, but and we will level it now. Put that on the side. See, things just disappear. It's magic. Don't worry. Yeah, this one is a bit full, but hey man, it's what we have. It's what we work with. It smells really nice. The oregano especially I can smell. So once we this will roast nicely in the oven. It goes in the oven at a set temperature, which I don't know, and for a time that I don't know. But my wife knows how long it goes in. She will type it in the description or on screen or somewhere, but I have no idea. It just goes in the oven. Alright, so we'll put this in the oven and we'll get back to you after this one. But while you're there, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're interested in this, how to grow it, also how to make this food, turn that notification on, subscribe if you want, comment if you have any additional tips for seasoning for us to make this. One thing that you would notice is we do not process it to take the skin off and separate the sauce from the skin. We just like it as it is. Thank you. So here we are 40 minutes later. The temperature of the oven, I'm not sure. It was expertly cooked. 40 minutes by Madeline, the wife. And now what we will do is we'll put this contents into this bucket. And then we will make sauce from it using this device. The saucing device. So, if you'd bear with me. Ooh, it smells good. Nice smell. See, all the sauce is still inside all the tomatoes. The tomatoes didn't pop open, we didn't cut all of them, so all the goodness and the juiciness is still inside. I know this container is very hot, so I'll use the towel just now to hold it to do the last bit, because it is balancing on a wood cutting board. It's nice. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Yeah, this makes good pasta. So, last year we were a little bit more successful than this year in growing tomatoes. We've learned some lessons. So this year the harvest is not as big. Last year, in total we did more than 100 kilos of tomatoes, various tomatoes. We shared pictures and videos before of our harvests. Yeah, it was good. We learned a lot. Now these small little cherry tomatoes, the plants do not like to be trellised. It runs along the ground, and wherever the stalks touch the ground, it shoots new roots down, and it just grows and grows 3-4 meters long. But it likes crawling, it doesn't like to be trellised. So this year we thought we were clever, and we said, okay, this year, seeing that we had 100 kilos of tomatoes last year, we're going to be clever this year, and we're going to trellis our tomatoes, all of them. So we trellised them, but these ones don't like it. So, and these tomatoes, the small ones, we got from Mika. He was here working with a colleague before from Serbia, and thanks for him for all of this. And we actually don't have to keep seed anymore, because they just, the overripe ones, or the ones that the birds get, they just drop on the floor and they just sprout from there every year. COVID. It's all the nonsense you are talking sometimes, stuck in your throat. Anyway, now that that is done, push this out of the way. If you want to come closer and see what happens with this now, it will take 2 minutes, maybe something like that. I'll twist the container a bit. There we have that. Look at that. A nice thick sauce with all the skin and all the seeds is still in there. We keep it in there. We don't separate them. We're not making a tomato paste. This is more a sauce for me. all the goodness of the skins and seeds still in there. So now the next step, what we will do is we will put this in containers to cool down. Got a bit on the handle over there. Okay. So this is the little containers we put like this, and then you just put the lid on to the side, and then it will just cool down about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer before we put it in the freezer. So here we have tomato paste or sauce that we've removed from the refrigerator, that we've frozen already. You can see there's different colors. This is a more darker one, this is a lighter one. This one I think it's the water content is a little bit less in this one and this one, but when you're cooking you can adjust your water content for your sauce. So what we'll do now is we'll remove them from the containers, wrap them in plastic, stick a date on it, into the freezer. Just release the sides upside down on the plastic, like that. Wrap it, cut it. Like that. Goes back into the freezer. Off to the freezer for 6 months, no problem. A little bit more, it's up to you. All right.